It's a redneck snack. Well, that is too short to be serious. Oh, guess what, guys? We're doing a snack review for once. Most of my reviews these days on YouTube are food reviews from chain restaurants. But, you know, when a company gives you something and they ask you to do a video, you do it. Especially because it can be fun. So I hope this gets plenty of people looking at it. But we're going to go ahead and pose for this thumbnail. But yeah, look at this awesome box. So Yeti on the front. Yummi Yetti brew box. Go ahead and check out yummiyeti.com. It should be somewhere on here. But yeah, yummiyeti.com. www.yummiyeti.com. And that's spelled with I at the end of both Yummi and Yeti. So let's just put that there again. And I'll go ahead and, put that in the bio as well. And then that says, Snack Quest. We are on a snack quest, aren't we? We're having a good time. And so I'm excited to review this awesome box. Lots of goodies in here. So just join me and let's go to snack time. Alright, so I opened it already. I did a TikTok. My TikTok's Redneck Snack 98. I would like for you to go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, and share. And check out my Instagram, Redneck Snack. So, there's a good look at the front, when you open it up. And we're going to quickly just go through everything and then we'll review everything. So, Colorado Jack Legendary White Cheddar Popcorn. Good stuff right there. Really good stuff. They gave me a tote bag, which if I catch the Yeti, we're going to cut them up and put them in this bag. They gave me two things of Huckleberry. I guess kettle corn is what it technically is. I'm really intrigued by that. So this is the brew box. They also have a buzz box. And I can't remember the other one, but there's 3 different boxes. And then there's some other more upgraded packages that you can do. Really, really cool brand. I got the sticker, Reflective Yeti. And then we got 2 sausage sticks, beer and whiskey, and 2 beer jerky packages, IPA and dark ale. So I may have to kind of cut this up into different parts, just depending on how easy and how hard it is to open the thing. But we'll go ahead and do the cheddar popcorn, which I just easily opened, but incorrectly. So that's good. That's some good popcorn. It's got a very light crunch to it. A very good cheesy blend. It just tastes like it's got some more fresh ingredients, more homegrown ingredients than your typical processed snack. No GMOs. Well, yeah, no GMOs at all. I wouldn't say it's organic. Could be, but it just tastes better. And that's not a knock against processed snacks. But it definitely has a slightly better taste. I could eat this all day. I really could. So yeah, that gets a 10 out of 10. Easy. Now we're taking a risk with Huckleberry. Y'all don't know what Huckleberry is? Well, there's a good look at it. It's not a blueberry. It's a different type of berry. So, this is Northwest Classic Killian corn. So, it's like kettle corn. Doesn't say what a Huckleberry is. So, that's interesting. That's a recommendation I would have for them, is kind of explain what Huckleberry is a little bit better. But we're going to try it. Very intrigued. So, here we go. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Captain Crunch Berry. That is good. That is good. So maybe that's what they use to give that fruity flavor to cereal, to a lot of cereal, and maybe they use Huckleberry. Which is interesting because you don't see it in the stores, but maybe because it's a less known fruit and it's less popular, maybe it just sells easily in mass units for cheaper, and that would make sense for cereal companies to jump on something like that rather than try and jump into the blueberry market or the strawberry market, which they will. They jump into that when the product is cheaper. But if this is cheap on a consistent basis, that would make sense. It's delicious. Absolutely delicious. A nice crunch. There is a good caramel undertone here, but it's highlighted by its huckleberry flavor, which I never would have realized tastes exactly like a fruity cereal. So, really good. You know, I've always knocked Smart Food for the quality of their popcorn, and they have done Captain Crunch popcorn. Like, they've kind of tried to flavor it and put Captain Crunch pieces in it. You compare this to that, this is miles better. I've never been a huge fan of Smart Food. I am excited about their Dorito flavor they got, but this right here, I am blown away. I love this. Absolutely love this. 10 out of 10 again, but even better than the cheddar. I like it just so much more than the cheddar. So the beef sticks, I think I'm going to have to just go cut these open, and then we're going to, jump into it. So I hope you enjoyed this part of the review, and let's go to the next part. Moving on to the jerky. Yeah, I did have a pain opening this. I'm glad I didn't keep the camera rolling, because you would have heard cursing. It would have been a 10-minute just ordeal trying to open it. So I do have that complaint. But you kind of got to pack this stuff tight. I mean, just to keep it preserved and fresh, especially if you're shipping it off across the country. I understand it. So I do find it a little annoying, but it is what it is. I really could not get this meat out. The Ipa Beef Jerky, it was coming apart when I was pulling it out. So I got two little pieces here, which is fine. That's all I need. Everything else I got pulled out, and we'll roll right through it. So yes, IPA flavored beef jerky. It's interesting because it's a dark, really dark brown texture on the outside, kind of close to being black. It's only a little tougher kind of meat. And I definitely get hints of IPA for sure. Not as anywhere as hoppy as an IPA beer is, but I do get those hops in the meat. There's undertones of hops. So that's really interesting. I wouldn't say I love it, but I am very intrigued. So I'm going to give that a 6 out of 10. I think it does, have those qualities of beef jerky, but I don't know. So dark ale, I like dark ale. I don't know about the meat, but I like dark ale beer. I'm not a huge IPA fan. I like the more stout, darker beers and the lighter beers. But if it's more hoppy, not really my thing. You can call me whatever you want to call me, but it's really just not. So anyways, dark ale beef jerky. This has a lighter color, by the way, which is interesting. Yeah, I enjoy this flavor a lot more. A, it's, not as tough. And B, again, it kind of rolls into the undertones and everything that comes with it. I like it. I like it more. So this is handcrafted jerky marinated in Northwest beers. Naturally smoked for a unique Northwest flavor. I might say the same thing for this one, yeah. And so I think what I'm getting from this Yummi Yetti, they take a lot of more local snacks around their area, and they kind of package it together, which is a really cool thing. Kind of what a lot of things are doing is just pulling different companies together and offering this package. So I think they really do a good job of pulling together unique snacks like these, the Colorado popcorn and the Killian Korn, and then this stuff too as well. And then there's a beerjerky.com for the sausage sticks that we're going to try. So very interesting thing. First I thought Yummi Yetti was the company for the snacks, and it may be just an umbrella brand. I don't know personally. I have to do my research, and again, yummiyeti.com should pretty much answer a lot of questions you may have. But overall, this is a good piece of meat. It's not got an aggressive meaty flavor. Like, you get this very salty, savory, tender, meaty kind of flavor with regular jerky. But I think the beer mixed in kind of just lets it kind of, tone it down, but adds a little bit of a spark to it, So that's good. I'm just going to put it to the side because we got 2 more things to try. Whiskey sausage sticks. Naturally smoked for a unique combination of beef, whiskey, and smoke. So, again, I'm probably not going to eat this whole thing. A, for time. B, I gotta eat lunch. But I am very intrigued. And then we'll finish off with the beer sausage sticks, which is same thing, but replace beer, whiskey with beer. So, here we go. Oh, I would give the other jerky, I'd say 7. This I really liked at first. Like, I was like, wow. And then, I thought, okay, it tastes like your typical bourbon street type of food item. But as I ate a little bit more, the aftertaste kind of hit in, and you actually get a whiskey flavor here. So it's a little different than your typical bourbon cooked items. It's kind of like they might have thrown in some after the cooking process as well, just so you could get that flavor of the whiskey throughout the process. Yeah. It's like you're eating whiskey in a way. You get a very meaty flavor, and then it just kind of releases whatever whiskey's in there. And it's not hitting you hard, like it's not, because I know when I, throw down some whiskey, it can kind of hit me hard, and like making a cringy face. This doesn't do that, but you do taste whiskey in it. So I definitely like it better than the IPA jerky, but I don't think I quite like it as much as the dark ale. I'd say a 6.5. And I don't mean to be overly critical about these jerkies. It is different. It does not get a little bit of a, the aftertaste of the whiskey. Really, it get a little bit of a burn. So that's really interesting. But I don't know. I'm more of a regular jerky guy, and I just didn't expect what I got here, but it's interesting. The popcorn, I really, really love that. So, if anything else, the popcorn I love. This is all intriguing. It's just maybe not quite me. So, we got one more thing. Beer sausage sticks. They both have BEE in it. So, anyways, let's try it out. Okay, yep. That's really, it's interesting. It's very interesting because you're eating it and it starts out with this meaty taste. You know, it's just meat. It's straight up jerky and sausage sticks. But then the more you get into it and you start to realize, wow, this isn't just something that's cooked with beer or whiskey. It's got the flavor. So, again, I don't feel so particularly great after eating, but that's just personally me. But you know, when you get through it, it's a very interesting experience because again, it's a meaty flavor, and then you're like, wow, you can taste just the flavor of beer. It's in there. It's in there. It builds up and then it hits you. And it's like, okay, wow. So definitely something interesting. I think it's, you know, the way I look at this box, it's worth it for the popcorn. And then these, I think these would go good with like a drinking game. So you gotta drink your beer and then you gotta eat one of these. I think that would be fun. I think it would be. But you do get a good beer flavor in that. I just don't love it, and that was probably my least favorite. I think I preferred the IPA. But I would give it a 5. It's not terrible. It's just interesting. So, yeah, the jerkies weren't my thing, but I definitely love the popcorn. Absolutely. And I think that pairs well. Right? You get this weird flavor. If you want to kind of get that flavor out of you, well, you got some really delicious popcorn. So it really just goes well with each other. But no, I don't really have any recommendations other than, you know, that it is tight packaging, but you can't really change that. Get a knife. Get a knife. Most people that would dare to eat this probably do have a pocket knife, I would hope. But yeah, I hope I didn't bore you by any means or make you fall asleep with all this talk of beef jerky and how it's flavored like your favorite alcohol, but it's interesting. So I had fun doing this review. Hopefully you had fun watching. And I don't typically do these videos this long these days, but I had to put a little bit more effort into this and give you everything that I thought. So anyways, that's my review. I'm sticking to it. And I will see y'all around.